for having me. Thank you so much for all being here. I had a little problem that I was really happy to have in Park. I just drove over from Corning. That's where Congressman Reed lives. That's where I live. That's where our main office is. And I got here and I couldn't find any place to park. I'm like, well, this must be a big crowd. And I got in and goodness gracious, it is a big crowd. So I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for not taking no for an answer. I want to thank our teammates because governing is a team sport. We all work together. The state senators, the state assemblymen, the county executive, we all work very well together. And I think you have a very articulate and passionate group of folks representing you that you've heard from before I got up here, and they do a great job. So it was a very disappointing day when the governor, and he says he didn't have anything to do with it, the governor made his decision. You know, it was decided on public health. You know what? Public health is important. Everyone in this room feels that public health is important. And sometimes folks on the other side try to mischaracterize that, say we don't care. We do care. Public health is important. And every other state that has a shale play has looked at the public health ramifications of tapping into that. And every other state has made the determination that it's safe. The President of the United States, now my boss is a Republican, he doesn't always agree with the President, we have to work with him, but the President of the United States feels it is safe. I saw him on the State of the Union say that. However, here in New York, the governor, Mr. Zucker, they feel they know better. I think that's the height of arrogance. I think it's politics. I don't think it's health. But it is a public health issue. We have to have reasonable regulations. We can do that. Other states have done it. New York, we can do it. There's no reason we can't. But there are other reasons this is an important issue in addition to public health. This is an energy issue. So over Christmas, I happened to be in Virginia on vacation. I saw something I thought I would never see again. I filled my gas tank, and the number didn't start with a 4, didn't start with a 3, it didn't even start with a 2. $1.99. That doesn't happen by magic. That happens because the United States has tapped into its energy resources, not in New York, but in other portions of the country. That's a real impact on our energy security, something we've been talking about for decades, trying to be energy secure, energy independent. We can do it by tapping into our resources. And when we have an energy issue, we also have a national security issue. We see those prices, the low prices that we're able to pay at the pump. And we're seeing that not only because of what we're dealing with here, but we also have a situation in the Middle East. That should drive the price up. When you have ISIS taking over sections of the Middle East, that should drive the price up. It doesn't. And the reason is because we have the resources here now. And we have to be honest with ourselves. We have in the past had to engage and spend blood and treasure trying to protect some of those natural resources. We don't necessarily have to do that going forward. It's a national security issue. Energy independence keeps us safe, keeps our men and women in the armed forces out of harm's way. But it's not just a public health issue, it's not just an energy issue, it's not just a national security issue, it's a jobs issue. I'm so happy to have the union movement here today. And I thank the Joint Landowners Coalition for inviting us. We also had some of the unions reach out directly to our office and invite us to come. The jobs in the gas fields are real jobs, but it's not just them. If you want to place a factory, what are you going to look for? Well, one of the things you're going to look for is stable utility rates. You're going to look for being able to tap into the infrastructure that we can put in place if we have safe, responsible gas drilling. So it's not just going to be direct jobs, it's going to be thousands and thousands of indirect jobs. It's going to be the person that owns the coffee shop or the diner that's able to sell their product to the people that are going to have money to buy it, that have money in their pocket. That's what rights issue. I'm so happy to see that banner, protecting our property rights. This is America. You should be able to use your property responsibly as you see fit. If you own the mineral rights to your land, you own the mineral rights to your land and should be able to access them. And so moving forward, I work for, as it was stated, Congressman Reed, who's a federal representative. We're trying to find a way that we can work on the federal level to try and mitigate some of the fallout of this. One of the things we're looking strongly at is considering the ruling that came down as a property taking. Government taking is tyranny. So thank you, sir, for having that sign. So that's what we're going to be focusing on federal legislative efforts. If someone takes something from you, someone diminishes the value of your property without your consent, you deserve to be compensated. Governor Cuomo, hopefully, someday has to pay you for what he did to you out of his budget, I think that may get the bully's attention. So, in closing, I know you're frustrated, I know you're angry, and there's a lot of folks in our area that are poor. Congressman Reed, myself, our whole staff, we're frustrated, we're angry too. Congressman Reed lives in Corning, the house he grew up in. He's from the southern tier. I grew up in the Painted Post area, I live in Corning. I'm tired of seeing my friends and neighbors have to move somewhere else. Senior citizens that can't afford the property taxes to stay in their home. I'm tired of educating the best and brightest and having them go somewhere else to create jobs and build their future. This was a way, this is a way, to stop that outflow. So don't give up. Your leadership on the elected side is with you, locally, but we need to all work together. We need to all let the governor know that we are not going to take no for an answer. Thank you very, very much.